there, and welcome to another episode of The Letter. So, something interesting happened last time. The perspective shifted, so I'm playing as Hannah now. I might have killed Isabella. I didn't know that was a thing I could do. I think I killed her. So, I don't know. Also, we're back in time before the Wright saw the house, so that's a thing. And I'm about to divorce his ass. I hate Luke very much. And honestly, like, if I ruin my relationship with him, I'm totally okay with that. I want the ghost to get to him. So I'm gonna defend myself.
Yes, I am very happy, Luke. Because for once in a very long time, we are doing what I want.
Get it, girl. Get it. Woo!
I'm ecstatic. Understood. And this would be perfect if you stop acting like a child who needs their nappy changed.
Girl, I love you. Get it, Hannah.
We will be leaving after lunch for the Ermengarde mansion. You are going to park your rear in the car and keep mum. And you are going to behave during the tour.
Yeah. Is he into that? No. Did it? No, it decreased, I think. Which is fine. He better be shocked. I'm gonna kick your ass. Needless to say, Luke looks a bit shocked at my little outburst. He opened and closed his mouth a few times, struggling to reply, before he crosses his arms and looks, well, I'm open, child.
Any more rules for this little excursion of yours, Your Highness?
No wine.
No wine? Unacceptable! I am already not allowed to the tasting, and you would deprive me of that simple pleasure?
Of your alcoholism? Yeah.
If I see you take one sip today, I will put the stocks under lock and key. Do you understand me?
Don't forget the bottles he keeps in his dresser.
Whose side are you on?
How many times in one day can you ask that?
As many times as I need you, traitor!
The ride to the mansion is quiet, with Luke having stared at the window the entire way, not paying attention to anything around him. Meanwhile, I am conflicted. I don't know if I should apologize for changing his plan- beep beep. Beep beep. For changing his plans like that. But by the time we arrive at the mansion and I see his eyes light up in genuine interest, apologizing is the last thing on my mind. The whole affair with the Ermengarde mansion is certainly an interesting experience. The place has been renovated and restored by the owners to what they claim to be acceptable standards. The mansion itself looks like something befitting a fairy tale or period piece. It is tastefully decorated, and with a little bit of love and attention, I'm sure it can be a place Luke and I can call home. And the number of the prospective buyers that have come up with from the powerful and wealthy of Luxburns certainly did not disappoint, marketing this estate as prime property. The Lees are amongst the group who went with the Rose woman, and I saw a few other notable faces, though I did not really feel like mingling. Unfortunately for every one of them, the Wrights are interested in buying. Oh, yay! Isabella looks so cute here. What's been bugging my mind, however, is that Isabel. What is her problem? I still don't quite understand what is happening. One moment she's scrambling to give us the paperwork to finalize the sale, then she's panicking over some sort of prank letter or another. The second thing on my mind is how touchy my darling husband is being with the poor dear. I cannot even plaster a smile on my face, a horrid scowl taking its place. There's no way I could pretend nothing is wrong as I hum.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
He's quick enough to detract his hands, which is all the girl needs to, well, for a lack of word, escape.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Yeah, girl, go. Her partner follows, shouting after her without hesitation. There is an awkward air among us, as we are left in the wake of whatever that was. The others murmur and gossip with each other, speaking of the poor daft girl and telling the tale of whoever was not audience to the act in the first place. It doesn't take too long for the woman, Rose, to return and pull us aside into the study for what I rightfully assume is damage control. Rose invites Marianne in too, hoping to apologize to her as well. But the woman refuses, saying she is not one of her clients anyway. That leaves myself, Rose, and Luke. The last, all too eager to make himself comfortable in the study he has no doubt already claimed as his own.
I can't apologize enough about what just happened. Please forgive Isabella. She's been under a lot of pressure lately. She's young, and all those rumors about this being haunted just got to her head. And it must be this terrible heat, too. Not a drop of rain for days now.
Oh, it's fine. The poor girl must feel so embarrassed about what she just did. But I say, let bygones be bygones. After all, she's only a child. She looked, what, 19?
I shoot Luke an accusing look at these words. After all, he tried flirting with the girl. The nerve of him. And not only the Isabel girl, but also Mary Ann and Rose too. What kind of husband would think that it's even remotely a good idea to make moves on 3 different women while his wife stands there? Did he drink while I wasn't looking?
She's a bit older than that. But again, I apologize. And if there's any way I can make up for what just happened, just...
I know what you can do. Be a darling flower and get us one of those bottles you plan to serve. Pop it open.
We were planning on serving some champagne. I can get that.
That would be lovely. Much obliged.
Do you want a glass as well, Ms. Wright?
Oh no, I'm fine. I really shouldn't be drinking right now.
And Luke shouldn't be either. But right now, I'm too tired for any sort of argument. I don't have the heart to scold him in public as well. I'm certainly not his mother. Seems like you are, girl. You need to take a step back from this relationship. I just want to get this horrid day done with, go home and sleep. Perhaps I'll even have a strong cuppa before I head off to bed. Yes, that sounds nice. When Rose comes back with the champagne, I beckon her over. As I've told her partner before, I have every intent of acquiring this house. I might as well, even if I am having second thoughts about getting it for Luke. The moment we, the Wrights, have expressed interest in this place, we had eyes set on us. If we don't buy it, that might as well be the signal to have busybodies gossip and how we may or may not have lost our fortune. Regardless of the fact that it is false, image is everything when dealing with these people. There are unspoken rules for people such as ourselves. And besides, I really did like the place. Why, everything here is absolutely wonderful. Woo! Well, oh god. Well, except for this ugly painting in the study, it looks like a bad fake of an Edvard Munch painting.
Here's the deal. I'm willing to pay 10% higher than your listing price. If anyone tries to outbid us, just add another 5%. I doubt anyone can, of course. Or, you know what? Just add 15% to the listing price, and we can sign all the paperwork now.
I guess, if that's what you want. That won't be any trouble. I don't have all the papers now. Didn't think this would be a quick sell. I'll have copies sent to you so you can look over them. And if you'd still like to finish the rest of the tour with Isabella's group, you're more than welcome to.
No, I think we're good here. We'd appreciate a private tour of the place a lot more, I think.
All right. Should I let Marianne in, then?
Marianne? Oh, right, she's been waiting outside the study this whole time, hasn't she? I need to have a little chat with her to move this mansion project forward.
Please do.
There's a look of apprehension when the other woman enters the study. Yet, like a professional, I see the moment when she steels herself and masks her worry. Admirable.
We have this project, then?
Of course. Will you be needing anything from us?
Having the floor plans would be a great start, just so that I can look at them beforehand. And if you could tell me when you're available for a meeting so that I can include it in my calendar?
Oh, is a meeting really all that necessary, Marianne? I guess we can send Johans to help you out. You two can start by getting rid of this ugly painting.
Please stop doing that. A hush falls upon the room at my request.
What painting?
Oh. And lo and behold, the painting is gone. In its place, a mirror stands, which leaves me to look at my own confused expression.
Odd. Well, no matter. Back to the topic at hand. Marianne, dear, we are simply far too busy to meet up.
Oh, perhaps maybe I should. Personally, I'd want to talk to her. I like her. What's her relationship looking like? Marianne. Oh. We'll cancel that then. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm gonna free up my schedule.
But I guess we can free up a day to meet with you. I don't really need another Maudlin Monday reading about Maury anyway. The book club can function without me for one day. What time shall we be seeing each other? How does lunch sound?
Besides, my house has a higher priority over book club. Why, we can hold the next meeting in this place. Surely the beauty and grandeur of it all will inspire spirited and lively debates about whether modern-day writers can match up to the classics. I might as well clear up the rest of my week to handle whatever affairs buying this mansion requires of me. Any social activity can put off until the Ermengarde, or rather, the Wrights Mansion's great debut. That was a bad one. Debut. I'll have my fill of great parties and gatherings, especially when I organize them myself.
That sounds good. Although, with a project of this scope, we might need most of the day to tackle your concerns. A more thorough inspection of the place is also preferable.
Breakfast then! It's a date.
Yo, Hannah, get married to Marianne. She's great. Look at her. She's also really hot, like 10 times hotter than your bitch of a husband.
It's really not.
Oh, she's cute. I'd give her a smooch.
All right. Monday. 10 o'clock sharp. We'll see you then.
Actually, Marianne suggested that we meet at 9, but who was even awake at that unholy hour? I was lucky enough to wake up this morning before Luke went all the way to Cardiff. We say our goodbyes, shake hands, and clear without outright saying that we were in the house. Oh yeah, saying it that we not own, whatever. By the time we leave the mansion grounds, sunset is almost upon us.
So, you really want to buy this place then? That's a bit of a big impulse buy, even coming from you. Not that I'm complaining.
Well, I'm glad you're not complaining like you usually do.
Shit. Beep beep. Beep beep. I can't say that in my shit British accent.
It's a right and proper Christmas miracle, isn't it? Hannah has finally done something right.
I refuse to look at him, staring at the passing scenery
Hey,
instead.
Buttercup, what's with this cheek?
Rose, Lily, Mint. The nerve, Luke, the nerve!
Is that what this is about? 1, that woman's name was Rose. And 2, you know I don't mean a word of that empty flirting.
And it's still the principle of things, Luke.
Yeah, like being faithful to your partner. Because, I don't know, you are married.
I understand if you try to woo them to get what you want when it seems that I'm not looking. But I told you once before not to do it when I'm there.
Luke dealt with other women in the past to get what he wanted. Sometimes I have my doubts. I really want to believe that I am the exception. That he is not just using me like he uses other girls. Beep beep. I'm having a hard time believing that now. And it isn't just shameless flirting. There's something about that Marianne woman, as if Luke is familiar with her. As much as it shames me, it makes jealousy rear its ugly head. I am, suffice to say, tipped off.
Really? I forfeit my trip to Cardiff for this, and you're still not happy.
I hope he dies.
Oh, trust me, Luke. I am very happy. Very happy that, for once, we are doing something that I want. Can you not see the smile on my face?
It is only when I let loose those words that the truth hits me like a slap on the face. And by the looks of it, it seems to have a similar effect on my dear, darling husband. It has always been Luke wants to do this and Luke wants to do that, hasn't it? I don't even remember the last trip we went on, beep beep, which was my own choosing without needing to get the man's approval. On the other hand, I was pulled along to every expedition he wished to tackle, and I never objected. The rest of the ride home was spent ignoring each other, pretending the other didn't exist. Arriving at our penthouse, my first order of business is to get into bed. Forget a hot bath, and forget the tea. I just want to bury myself in blankets and forget everything in my slumber. It seems that Luke has the same idea in mind as he tags along behind me. But this is something I will not allow the moment I pass through the door.
Out.
What the bloody hell, woman? This is my bedroom too!
Luke stands flabbergasted as I deny him entry to our chambers. His pillows lie on the cold tiled floors away from the warmth of our soft down bed, and my gaze promises him the same fate if he does not budge on this matter.
Don't even try to argue, because I am very cross with you, Luke Wright. You can take the second bedroom or the guest room if you wish, but I do not want to see you at all for the rest of the night.
Johans!
Hey, Johans. A butler wanders over, a curious expression on his face. He doesn't quite hurry, moving at a relaxed pace no matter how angry his master sounded.
No, you are not allowed to sleep in my room, sir.
That's not what I mean! Help me talk some sense into her!
Come on, bro, you're on my side.
There is no sense in questioning her right to be angry, sir.
Johans! Yeah! My best boy!
So, if I might be excused, I'll go prepare the second bedroom for you.
I love this guy. I have to keep a straight face as he stomps away in defeat.
Mutiny! This is mutiny! The system is being upturned, and the people are rioting, and everything is left asunder.
It isn't every day that Luke is rendered speechless by someone he considers inferior, or to yield to another authority without an ulterior motive. His pride just won't allow it. I do keep telling the man to treat his people better. He may throw whatever fit he wants, but he will not be getting his way tonight. Yeah, girl. Victorious, I celebrate by jumping face first onto her bed. Undignified, yes, but nobody is here to judge me anyway. Right? Nobody is here to tell me what to do. Yet, as I succumb to sleep, I can hear them whisper to me. No. Oh, okay, I can't cover my face. I can hear them whispering. Calling for me. They want me. Need me. They drown me, pull me down, and suffocate me in their embrace until I sink to the bottom. A deep abyss awaits, inviting yet foreboding. They're calling me from in there, aren't they? And I do want to help, I do. But when I try to reach out, something pulls me back, like a hook sinking itself into my stomach. Haha, I didn't get me because I covered my eyes. Try again, bitch. And I break through the surface with a gasp. Alone in my bed without Luke to hog the covers, I'm swathed in cloth and slicked with sweat. That woman was just too hot. I shouldn't... How could they have known that I'm a monster fucker? It takes me a while to untangle myself and kick them all off. Both the bed and I are a mess right now by the end of it. Just so wet and sweat and other questionable liquids. But I am more than eager to just get up and go out for some fresh air. Oh, okay. That's cool, I guess. Honestly, I think my method of covering my eyes is working pretty well. The days past have gone by a blur. We hadn't talked much, Luke and I, outside of necessity. In fact, we've hardly talked beyond the topic of acquisitions of properties. Properties being the mansion, obviously. Everything has been so busy that I haven't talked to anyone outside of business, and it is just so stressing. So one can understand my need for a good chat, preferably over a good meal. There are times when any decent, emotionally healthy, and socially capable person need a good friend. One who will talk to them without the conversation degrading or turning into an argument, or bearing a nearby friend. I have an interior designer under a confidentiality agreement to listen to me.
Hiya! Come on now!
Listen, I want to be friends with Marianne. I want to see what her deal is, but also she isn't your therapist. The place is bustling with movers, carrying furnishings here and there, along with several trunks of personal belongings taken from our penthouse. I can hear Luke barking at them in the other room, making sure nothing is handled carelessly or gets stolen.
Careful now! I know your pictures are framed by cheap plastic, but those are framed by African blackwood and are one-of-a-kind commissioned paintings. Each one is easily worth a lifetime of what you lot make.
I hate him. It is hard to tune him out. The walls did not do a good job of muffling him at all. But then again, it is Luke. I would still hear him ranting even if he were on the opposite sides of the mansion, and I am wearing earplugs.
I'd really like to thank you for inviting me to breakfast, Mrs. Wright, but I already ate, so I should really go back to work.
Nonsense! You arrived so early. You must not have gotten a proper meal. Our butler has made a surprisingly lovely bubble and squeak.
What does that mean?
Sit, sit! I'd situate us in the dining hall, but it is a mess right now. Oh, Johans!
The man in question appears ready with a tray as he starts to set the table for us. He sits in silence as we are each served a plate. Oh, okay. Bubble and Squeak topped... Oh, that's Bubble and Squeak. I thought the mimosa was a Bubble and Squeak. Okay. Topped by nicely poached eggs with cherry tomatoes and other garnishes adorning the edge of the plate. A cup and saucer and teapot with some Earl Grey is placed down for Marianne and I ask for an orange Julius.
How are you liking the project?
Drop that vase and I'll have your head.
Hey, is it too late to get the guillotine? Can we get a guillotine in here? Johan, can we please get a guillotine for my dear old husband? This little bitch needs to be punished.
I know it's only an 8 million yen vase, but I swear.
Johan, the guillotine could not come any faster.
Well, it's certainly a fun challenge, incorporating the designs of a Jacobean manor and the functionality of a modern household. I have ideas I would like to suggest, by the way, about what to use the second bedroom for. I have been informed of your goddaughter and thought a kid-friendly room might be in order.
You read my mind. I was actually going to bring that up.
It's because they're girlfriends.
Oh, that would just be so lovely, Marianne. That way, Kylie can bring her friends over as well.
You're just so lovely, Marianne. I would love nothing more than to just embrace you in a tight hug and forget about my husband and just the shitty lives of being an assumedly straight woman. I would love nothing more than to escape this wretched marriage and have a lesbian lover for once. That's a weird way to leave this episode off. But, that's how things happen sometimes. Anyway, thanks again for listening. And I hope you can have your favorite food today. Just something nice and comforting. Or maybe like hot wings if you're into that, but personally that's not my favorite food. I really like potatoes and garlic bread. Anyway, thanks again for listening. I really appreciate it, and goodbye!